Why hello stranger, how are you? And how did your exams go, I guess, if they're done? I don't know. So, I know it's been a while, I'm sorry about that, but my reasoning is I was actually in Japan and South Korea for a while. And even though I did record a lot of videos beforehand, like to bring with so I could edit on the trip and then upload, yeah, you don't really have the time to do that when you're in places like this, like on a journey like this. It doesn't really happen a lot. So, sorry about that. So I went to Japan. Hell of a journey getting there. I'm gonna talk about that in depth some other time, but basically there was a lot of delays in flights, there was a lot of losing flights and buying new tickets, and I ended up actually traveling both ways, both to Japan and back from Korea, alone. Even though I was traveling with people, I ended up doing a lot of stuff alone, so that happened. So original plan was going to Japan, being there for 16 days, and then at the end taking a couple days traveling to South Korea to meet with a pen pal that I have made over there. And that was the original plan. The stuff that actually ended up happening was me traveling to Japan alone one day later because I lost my flight because of stupid delays that I'm gonna talk about in detail some other time, because that's a whole other video by itself. That whole messed up journey going to Japan taking over 40 hours. But yes, so I went to Japan, I stayed there for about a week, and then I changed up my plans a bit, and then I left for South Korea, and I lived at my pen pal's my pen pal's family's house, and it was amazing, and Japan was amazing, and this whole journey was just amazing. In this video I just kind of want to speak briefly about my experiences, and then I'm gonna probably make a lot of other videos talking more in detail about the things that I observed and saw and everything. It was just amazing. So I went to Japan with a couple pals from school, and some of the things we experienced, we were in Tokyo and Osaka. So we experienced getting drunk at a karaoke place, because that was amazing. Bowling, we went bowling for some reason. We actually managed to get lost in like the red district of Osaka, which was an interesting experience as well. We also went to the aquarium in Osaka. What did we do in Tokyo? In Tokyo we went to a lot of shrines and temples and palaces, and they were all nice. I even got to do a little bit of shopping. We saw some really cool streets. Like, the busy streets and busy areas of Tokyo are just so cool, so amazing. I just mind-boggling. We also saw so many interesting people and interesting, just, you know, how they dressed, how they look, what they were doing, where they were going. We went to maid cafes twice, and, maid cafes are okay. We even went to a cat cafe. By the way, Japanese people, if you like the Asian aesthetic of a person, then Japan is just amazing, because not only do they actually look, beautiful, but they also dress really nicely. They always done their hair, like, they look amazing. We saw so many gorgeous people, oh my god. Some of the things that I experienced in Korea I actually lived with a Korean family, so I got a really, close-up impression of the Korean life, I guess. So some of the things that I experienced there, I went to a traditional place with an amusement park, I went to a giant amusement park that was inside, Lotte World Adventures, if you've ever heard about it. I went shopping in Myeongdong, I went to shopping in Suwon, I guess. We went to Korean dessert cafes, we went to a karaoke, like Norebang, and, we just did amazing stuff there as well. So, it was an amazing trip. Both Japan and Korea was amazing. The only thing I have that is kind of, still bugging me is there's still a lot of stuff that I didn't get to do, didn't have the time to do, or maybe not even the money to do. So I'm definitely going back to do those things again. And also, oh my god, well, how can it be so difficult to get to Japan and then get back from Korea? Like, I went to Japan, and then I flew from Japan to South Korea, and then I flew from South Korea back home. But that was not the plan. But I'm gonna talk about that at length in a different video, because that's a whole story for itself, and oh my god. I think one of the main things about this whole journey is that even though it cost me a lot more money than it should have, and even though it was not at all, was going all that smoothly all the time, I don't think I've ever been that happy in my life. Like, it wasn't just being happy, it was that pure, peaceful happiness feeling that you just feel in the entirety of your body. Like, I remember when we were in Osaka, I think it was after we got drunk at Norebang, and, well, actually they don't call it Norebang, it's just karaoke. I remember in Osaka, I was lying in bed after we got drunk and after we got back, and I was just lying there, and I looked out the window to the balcony that has literally no view whatsoever, and I just felt so happy to be there. I felt in my entire body just happy to be there. And I felt the same in Korea, and it was just, for me, this was an amazing journey. I'm pretty sure I left a big part of my soul in Japan, and I left a big part of my heart in South Korea, in the hands of the family that I live with, and I don't know, if I can advise you to do anything in life, if you want to do something, it doesn't have to be traveling somewhere, but if you want to do something, even though it's scary and even though everything might go wrong, if you can experience that kind of happiness, it will be worth it. So chase your dreams recklessly, just go for it. Even you might, fail horribly and it might have dire consequences. Hopefully they won't be dire, but even though things can be scary and even though a lot of things can go wrong, the happiness you might experience if you actually reach where you want to be is definitely gonna be worth it. And this got a little philosophical and stuff, but I had such an amazing trip. I am so high on Japan and so high on South Korea still. High on life, high on the experience, high on happiness. So yes, I have lots of videos to make now about like the things I saw, the things I experienced, cultural things. It might be informative, so hit the subscribe button if you're interested at all in that, and I don't know. I'm really happy to be back home, even though I love Japan and I loved Korea and I was so happy. It's still nice to be home with my computer, with my room, and just not have to do like something amazing every single day, even though that makes your life so interesting. So, like, last little lesson for you before I leave, you should try to do something interesting every single day. Not necessarily every single day, actually, but try to fill your life with actual things. Like, have an actual plan for what you want to do today, because your life will feel so much less empty. It will feel fuller and more fulfilling if you actually do stuff with your time. That's amazing. So yes, subscribe if you liked and share it with your friends, and I will see you very soon. All my contact stuff is in the description, of course, and have a good day, have a good summer. I'll see you soon.